I do, Mr. Chairman, and I thank the gentleman from Kentucky. Number one, AHPs would be treated exactly as employer-sponsored plans. So if they choose to do maternity and newborn care, they can do that. And again, our colleagues are saying, if, may, as though things would be that way. But it's going to be up to the AHPs, but they operate in exactly the same way as employer-sponsored healthcare does. The other comment I want to make, and it just absolutely drives me insane, when somebody says that a benefit to the citizens is a cost to the federal government. Less money coming into the federal government is considered by our friends on the other side of the aisle as a cost to the federal government, as though everything we earn belongs to the federal government. So the $300 million that you're talking about, as Mr. Burgess rightfully pointed out, means more people are going to be covered, which means less money going to the federal government to pay the subsidies for Obamacare. But meanwhile, people get choices. And so it's all to the benefit of the citizen. It's less control by the federal government, less money going to the federal government, and that's good. So I think it's important that we point that out. And let me say, under essential health benefits, which we talked about a lot when Obamacare was covered, and we've talked about a lot in other things. You may have a business that is all single men, and they want to have health insurance, but they're being forced in many cases to do maternity and newborn care and pediatric care, but they don't need that. And so again, under choices that you're giving people, you're saying you don't have to pay for all of these benefits which the government deems are essential. That's probably all that I need to say before I get in trouble saying something else.
Well, I'll give you as much time as it takes to get in trouble. Chairman Smith, would you have any comments that haven't been addressed? Or?
I think Chairwoman Fox did a great job.
I would just say that there are people who are hard workers and they have no employers. There are hundreds of thousands of farmers, right. And they are excluded from these wonderful employee plans that for people who have bosses. Now, a lot of people farm because they don't want a boss, but and they're providing a service for society, but these association plans would allow them, I believe, to have the same benefit or access to benefits that people who work for corporations have. And this was a problem before Obamacare. It's a problem after Obamacare.
Wait, friends, this is important news. New data has revealed that Social Security will likely pay out more than you think, and millions of Americans are miscalculating how much money they'll actually receive from Social Security. The SSA has also announced its new Vision 2023 plan. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video for the latest news and information. Also, to say thank you for being here every day and for being part of this community, I will be announcing more winners for the $75 Walmart gift card this coming Friday. If you'd like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please make sure that you click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, my friends, the greater your chances of winning the weekly giveaways. Today, older Americans face a host of challenges when it comes to financing their retirements. And now new data suggests some even miscalculate how much money they will receive from Social Security. A report released by researchers at the American Enterprise Institute found a significant number of pre-retirees underestimate their future annual Social Security income by nearly $2,000. An even larger portion undervalued those benefits by over $5,000. The analysts compared respondents' self-reported expectations of their retirement benefits to their actual projected Social Security income. They concluded that while most older adults between 50 years old and their early 60s accurately predicted the age at which they anticipate claiming Social Security benefits, they underestimated their yearly benefits by nearly 12%, or about $1,900 on average. Roughly a quarter of respondents were off by even more in their calculations, underestimating their future benefits by $5,167 or more. The findings are consistent with a 2021 analysis by the Social Security Administration, which found that across the age spectrum, some workers substantially undervalued their future benefits compared to projections from officials and researchers. But retirees who have started claiming their benefits say their Social Security income is not enough despite a major increase to the cost of living adjustment. More than 50% of respondents to a Senior Citizens League survey reported that they did not think that this year's COLA would keep pace with rising costs. According to the latest calculations, Social Security recipients may receive a modest raise next year as inflation cools to 2021 levels. Consumer prices rose 0.1% in May, kept in check by cheaper oil. The yearly rate of inflation slowed to 4% from 4.9%, marking the lowest level since March 2021. The Federal Reserve views the core rate as a better predictor of inflation trends. The increase in the core rate over the past 12 months slipped to 5.3% from 5.5%. Also, that is the smallest gain since the fall of 2021. According to an ongoing survey by the Senior Citizens League, older consumers are reporting little improvement in their household spending. Since January of this year, the actual inflation rate, as measured by the CPIW, was lower than the amount that older Americans received in their 8.7% COLA. That difference theoretically should provide a modest, temporary improvement in buying power of about $52 per month for a retiree, with average benefits of $1,694. However, inflation was so severe in 2021 and 2022 that the average Social Security benefit fell behind by nearly $1,100, leaving 53% of retirees doubting they will recover because household costs became higher more than the dollar amount of their COLAs. So there are multiple changes to Social Security that retirees can expect over the next 2 years, and they include higher benefits and better customer service. The Social Security Administration released its Vision 2025 plan this year, highlighting its 80 years of history and laying out its projects for the next 2 years. The maximum benefits that retirees can receive at full retirement age change with inflation. The most recent increase occurred for 2023, when it rose from $3,345 in 2022 to $3,627 this year. So based on current inflation, another increase is expected before 2025. Not every beneficiary received a maximum payment, which also depends on the length of time they pay into Social Security and the amount of money that is paid into the program during those years. The SSA said it plans to improve its customer service experience by employing exceptional workers and by accommodating its recipients through whatever means of communication necessary. For example, customers can choose when, where, and how they receive services. The SSA also said it plans to make a beneficiary's interaction with the agency more personal based on the individual's needs, preferences, and relationship with Social Security. Well, my magnificent and most marvelous friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Saturday. My dear friends, thank you so much for being here every day and for being part of this community. Thank you, friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed weekend.